Okay, look what we have here. Color glazing part 1. So that leveling gel not only, like, you could see the clumpiness of everything, but it also dulled down the face. It pulled up the paint from the hoodie that I laid in. It's just like, it's hard to look at, and I never finished the ear. What I should have done is skip the hoodie altogether, finish the ear, and then let it dry overnight and not add that leveling gel at all. And to be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of that leveling gel, and it worked nicely for, like what I did in the last 3 paintings, but I never was like in love with it. I understand why acrylic painters use it. It does give you like a thicker, clear in between. So what ends up happening is it appears as though like there's a separate layer that gives you more. It appears like kind of skin-like because you can see through the layers, but you can do that same effect by just adding transparent glazes with your gloss glazing liquid, the bottle, the tube that we have. So I can tell you at this moment in time, from here on out, or after this painting, I still go crazy with that leveling gel. But after this painting, my next paintings for the rest of my life, I'm not going to be using this leveling gel. So on your materials list, when you see it added on there and I have an asterisk that says optional, that's the reason why. I understand why a lot of artists do use it, but personally I am not using it, and you can see at the moment why I'm not using it. Yeah, I wish I could go back in time. I'm trying to now correct all of my mistakes, and I can't even do a proper glazing, a proper color glazing. Well, the teeth look pretty good. But because I have that huge separation and everything is all messed up from that leveling gel, by adding my yellow hues, my blue hues to the skin, it looks like he's wearing a mask. Where if I never did that, those yellow hues and the blues and everything would just properly glaze in, blend in flawlessly, because the work that we did before with, we started off with a local color background. And then after that, we added our dimension. We built our like sculpture by doing our local color values. So you still had your red, CAD red values in there. And then pretty much you should almost be done with the whole process by just adding in a little bit of glaze here and there, color glazes, to kind of match what the lighting is like and whatever. Instead, I'm sort of, at this moment in time, it appears that I'm kind of like repainting the whole thing. I mean, just remember what it looked like in the last painting. It was like, ugh. I noticed too that leveling gel, like it does take so, like I kind of wonder how long it actually takes to dry, because it is so thick. I noticed that even if you let it dry overnight, and I say dry overnight, it's still like slightly tacky, which causes resistance when you're pulling the paint across it. My best friend with acrylic painting at this moment in time is that gloss glazing liquid by Open. I'm not sure how much it costs. I think it's maybe around $15 to $20, but I'm telling you, you have to get it. It's a game changer. And just I would skip the matte medium. I'll put that on optional. You don't need it. You could just do the gloss glazing for the entire thing. And for sure, I'm personally skipping the leveling gel, even though it will be added on the list, but it will be in optional. So hopefully you haven't purchased it, and if you have purchased it, maybe you can play with it and see, because I know you can also add it, sort of like how you do with your gloss glazing. You can add it directly to your paint, but it is very thick. So if you're someone who loves to see the brush strokes, like you can see the brush strokes from me just adding a thin layer, if that's you, then this might be a perfect medium for you to add to your toolkit. But for someone who, like me, who doesn't even like texture on the tooth of my paper, I like everything very smooth so I can like have my paintbrush glide across and do exactly what I wanted to do. So for someone like me, this is like a little bit of a nightmare. But really it is all about, I mean, everyone has their own style, their own technique. So, yeah. Okay, so I kind of got away from the painting a little bit, but the lips and the teeth I think are actually pretty well done at the moment. Oh great, here I go. Let me just wait before I say anything else. Okay. The teeth especially, like you don't need very much information and you don't need it to look like your teeth are like I don't know, castle turrets where they're like super round. Because they're not, you know, they're like flat on the top and then rounded around the outside, and they have little grooves in it and they're imperfect. At least mine are. But in between, because he has a slight gap in between his teeth, like it is dark in there. It looks like it did add a very dark value layer in there, but you can almost just make sure that it's like a dark valued red. Because inside of our mouth, it's like pinkish purple red. So we have to kind of think about those values. Like it's not pure black inside there. It's not like there's a black hole inside of our mouth, unless, you know, hold that thought. We're going to go on to the next one. But basically pink values on the inside of your mouth instead of a black hole. All right, I will see you in the next video.